When I was in school, and really still to this day, I think this is one of, if not the best buildings on campus.
Well, when it opened, it was the best arena in Dallas-Fort Worth.
The building itself in '73 was well beyond its times on what other people were looking at.
I remember coming to the Super Pit whenever it first opened as a little kid. So the fact that we're celebrating 50 years is really amazing.
It was huge. I had classes here, so I got easily lost.
I remember thinking as a student, this is a big time basketball arena.
The facade really stood out more than anything on campus. Up on this hill, driving into campus, it's the first thing you would notice.
When you first look at it, it's a great building. It's been maintained in an excellent fashion. The people that work here and have managed this, several different people through the years, have always had a pride factor in keeping this building clean.
To just look even at the chains as things have modernized and as we've been able to just see this facility transform into something that's still very fan-friendly, that creates a lot of good first impressions and opportunities.
Our facility workers, I had tremendous facility workers while I was here, and they would figure out a way to get it done. Like this bunch in here today after the ball game, in there cleaning up everything. That's a big part of it, keeping this building clean.
There aren't many places where you can say that 50 years in, they're still in business. They've been modernized to the point that it's a better place to be for whatever reason you have to be there.
Each year, what they've done to the locker rooms, the court itself, the seats, the facade, just a new layer of paint. The place looks awesome. And now you have these modern features that I think have kept up with the times. And it's a great place. And I think it still holds up as a place you can bring your family. It's a place where students can go and have a good time. And
think about the team meeting rooms. I think about the weight room that's over here now that wasn't here before. I really like what the Super Pit looks like now when you walk into it.
And if anything, it's a better place to attend any kind of event than it was 50 years ago when it opened.
It's just a lot of work goes into not only the upkeep, but to stay alive with all the events that come and know beforehand what you got to get out there and get ready to go.
Certainly when you consider the scope of everything else that takes place, this has been a wonderful building for this campus and for the community.
What we're able to attract from the area in graduations and just outside events that bring people to our campus for a lot of times the first time, it's a great first impression. And
a lot of what I think of in the Coliseum is not necessarily basketball. Lots of other events that the public doesn't see that happen in the Coliseum.
A lot of our students will go on to North Texas as a student themselves, as a college student, but many of them, or almost all of them, graduate from here. So it's a partnership. I mean, this is a part of our community, and we're very blessed to have really good partners with the university, and to have the Coliseum here as a part of that.
My high school graduation was here. All three of my kids' high school graduations were here.
To see it be such a great home court advantage for our players and our teams, and then also for our local families to be here and bring their families and their kids to games and events and graduations, and there's a lot of special time here. But I also think people forget that we prepare students to come here and work and be a part of the Coliseum, and they're part of game day productions, and they understand marketing and media. All the aspects that the facility allows to happen don't happen on their own, and being able to continue that partnership will be a big part of what happens in the future.
The moment a friend becomes a real friend.
Oh, please, no. Who wants to jam?
No, man. No.
Dos Equis, raise one with a real one.
One of the unique opportunities I had when I was a high school player is we played summer recruiting events here in the Super Pit. So that was kind of my first ever interaction with the Super Pit.
When you would come play as a young player on like an AAU team, I mean, in a lot of ways, like the Super Pit was almost like Madison Square Garden of the Metroplex.
Everybody always wanted to get that game on the Super Pit floor. Like, it meant something to be able to play a game on the Super Pit floor. So fast forward 20 years now, and now I'm the head coach here at North Texas. So full circle special moments to be able to be the head coach here now.
To have the opportunity fast forward, from 1999 when I was last in Denton to in 2016 to come back, it kind of brings back even though some things have changed, it certainly brings back those memories for me.
Kind of going through from as like a high school player to a college player to a college assistant, come back and recruiting, and then there is that moment of when you walk in for the first time, like like dang, like this is my home now.
Being a part of multiple championships, right? And we joke about it all the time. We played in a lot of meaningful games, at the Super Pit, and it's just a testament to coaches, players, all my teammates.
Just being here, it is my second home. Learning to become the woman I am today. It had to start in here. It had to start in the practice gym. It had to start in this locker room. It had to start in the film room, coach's office. So I'm very grateful of the experience.
Obviously over the 50 years, but during my 4 years as well. So pretty cool seeing, lives change, right, because of this place.
You think about the things that draw people to a campus and to a university and closer to their experience here, to cap something off with a championship and to do that together like that was super awesome and something that really sticks out to me in my time here at UNT.
I think my favorite is still the biggest crowd ever to be assembled here, SRO for SMU, which was my sophomore year. Students were piled up here waiting to get in when the door opened. It was that big a deal.
One was March of '88 when they beat Northeast Louisiana to go to the NCAA tournament. The place was just upside down, and it was loud. That I think I lost hearing for a couple of days.
For me to end my time at North Texas, senior night, regular season game versus Louisiana Tech here with the chance to clinch, the regular season in West Division, Conference USA Championship was my favorite memory here. Just given what was all at stake.
It was an awesome experience to be able to share that with your home crowd. It was a great crowd. And
they brought in the likes of Clara Campbell and Sheila Stowe and Cindy Quintanilla. They were called the Big Three back then, and they performed. And they went on to go on to the NCAA tournament.
I still recall standing over there after the game watching this confetti and watching the players cut down the net. And I remember talking to a friend on the stat crew going, I would have never, ever believed that I'd be standing here watching North Texas take down the nets for essentially a national title.
And yeah, just those experiences, celebrating down on the floor with confetti falling, like those memories you don't forget for sure.
The opportunity to win a CBI championship on this floor, the opportunity to win conference championships and cut down nets in front of your people, the opportunity to host NIT events here and WNIT events, like all those things. I think when you look at the chance to build memories and something that makes the Super Pit special and draws people here, I think to those championship level opportunities that we get to give our student athletes and coaches.
The moment a friend becomes a real friend.
Oh, please no. Who wants to jam?
Hey, pal, friends don't let friends be ukulele guy.
Oh, he's humming now.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Somebody make it stop!
No, man. No.
Dos Equis, raise one with a real one.
Certainly had my own memories here, but just looking at the history here from, some of the great programs and championships won over the course of time certainly make it special.
Great fond memories of women's basketball, men's basketball, and just this arena.
It's a place that can really get rocking. You get more than 5,000 or 6,000 here. Man, it is loud, and I think it really is can be a great home court advantage for the Mean Green.
The games here have been special. The education day was incredible here, and we've had some great environments already.
I've always loved the Super Pit, the fabulous Super Pit, as we called it, and I think it still is. I think it's still a fabulous place.
For us now, it's just the people, and the maniacs, the student section, your people that continually show up throughout the years. I think that's what makes building special in a weird way, are the people that are connected to it.